Welcome to this Easy Fix It channel, and let's take a look at the operating system market share for the month of March 2020. Today we are, of course, April 1st, 2020, and it's interesting to look at what happens and what's happening in the different market shares of the operating systems around the world. Of course, it's kind of normal. Android being the top version of operating system market share in the world at 38.6%. If we compare that to the last 2 months, so January was 39.6, February 38.9, there's a drop, and the number of devices running Android, which is kind of interesting. And that is interesting because, people are buying Android phones a lot. And that is hard to really understand why the market share might be dropping on Android, actually, compared to other operating systems. If we look at Windows, it's 34.96. It's almost 35%. That is, so if we look at January is 35.23. February, 35.29. Now it's 35. Roughly, quarter percent. Not much of a change, slight drop, but not much of a change here of all the operating systems around the world. iOS, Apple's operating system for iPad, iPhones, 15.6. iOS in January was 14.5, then 15, and now it's 15.6. So it's interesting. Is it that Apple is selling more phones and maybe taking a little bit of market share off of Android? That's possible. It's kind of interesting to see an increase in iOS. And rumors and even Apple had mentioned that they were actually selling more iPhones than ever. So it's possible that there's an increase here. OS X, which is the Mac operating system, at 8.3. OS X was at 7.7 in January and at 8 in February. So there's a slight increase in OS X and Mac computers, basically. And finally, Linux and Unknown. Unknown probably includes Chromebooks and also probably somewhat of Linux distros. Once again, I always find that the number here might not represent totally what's the reality. We always knew that OS X was around 8 to 10%. Linux usually is around 2%, 1.5% to 2%, pretty much always being stable. And for those that think people are flocking to Linux because of Windows 10, it ain't happening. It's not increasing its market share. It's pretty much stable all the time. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thanks for watching our videos.